Madhava Kunja Bihari Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Divine Grace, Anacharnarvita Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki, Granthar Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Lord Premanande. It's done. We will do it. Again, repeat telecast. It's purification for me.
Hare Krishna. So, this is the latest introduction. Yes.
One day change.
Yesterday one was 2 years old. So his name Sanatana Prabhu is a distinguished disciple of His Holiness Sadhana Swami Maharaj and leads the VYC Kharadi project under His Grace Adisham Prabhu's guidance. And an IIT Trichy mechanical engineer graduate, Prabhu has excelled in drama, music, martial arts, and was formerly a manager at Tata Motors. He now holds key positions in ISKCON Pune, including project head and life coach to over thousands of students and corporate professionals. Renowned for his spiritual initiative, Prabhu has influenced thousands annually through the distribution of spiritual literature such as Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam. He is also known for hosting the popular program Siddhi Baat Prabhuji Ke Saath on Hare Krishna TV, where his sincere practice and teachings of Krishna consciousness reach a wide audience. So, with that, small introduction about Prabhuji. We would like to heartily welcome him. Loudly chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare. इसके सनातन धर्म प्रभु की
I think he put my previous introduction in ChatGPT. Did you do that too? No? I thought so. How many of you were there for yesterday's program? Okay. Okay. Thank you. So I'm going to recite a mantra which is very, very difficult, irresistible. In fact, it's easy to recite, but after that mantra, it is very difficult to stay awake. So those of you who attended yesterday's class, you know what I'm speaking. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Bhagavatam, first canto, second chapter, shloka number 16. Increase the font. Shoshtadhanasya Vasudeva Katharuchihi Yamahasevaya Vipraha Punyatirtharishevana Shoshtadhanasya Vasudeva Katharuchihi Yamahasevaya Vipraha Punyatirtharishevana Shoshtadhanasya Vasudeva Katharuchihi Samahasevaya Vipraha Punyatirtharishevana. Two Prabhujis and two Masters. We first recite the Mangalacharan, then move forward. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakhya Chakshurudmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namah Om Vishnupadaya Krishnapeshtaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swamini Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatadesha Tarine Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta-vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So first of all, I would like to ask all of you a question. बीच बीच में थोड़ा हिंदी डालने को बोला है मुझे, धमकी भी ली है नीचे से. How many of you do not understand Hindi at all? No. All right. I keep that in mind. There's one more hand up there. The little Goranga. Is it okay? So somebody has to give subtitles whenever I use Hindi because I've got dhamki as a stern warning at that point. Prabhu, some Hindi you're supposed to use. You're just coming from Bharat Bhumi, use a little bit of Hindi. And I will try. I'll try. All right. So how many of you been to a Bhagavad Saptah in your life? Okay. You have biased audience. Very good. Can you describe what happens in Bhagavad Saptah? Okay, then go to please. This is going to be interactive like this. So please speak up. Oh, glorification of Krishna. Bhagavad Saptah. Very nice. That's the objective. Very true. What else happens? Okay, there is one speaker, the Vakta, who keeps speaking throughout. Okay. What else? I was looking for this point. 12 cantos of Bhagavatam, 335 chapters, 18,000 slokas in 7 days. Okay, thank you. I was looking for that point, Mataji, but Hari was Baba. Yes, please. What else happens? Mataji, you were very sincere. I wish you all the best. Crash course. Yes, Kaliuga people like crash course. So Bhagavatam Saptah Prabhuji crash course. Okay. Right. So you all been to the Bhagavad Saptah. This Bhagavad Saptah is going to be different. We like to do things different. So are we going to cover the 12 cantos of Bhagavatam? You're all so confident. No, Prabhuji, you can't do it. And let me assure you, we can't. We won't do it, don't worry. I'm not going to put you through that. Don't worry. But definitely, we are going to discuss the essence and gist of Bhagavatam. Right? We are here to actually relish Srimad Bhagavatam. And personally, I wish to relish this section of Bhagavatam. And along with all of you, Srimad Bhagavatam Arthana Aswado Rasikai Saha. There's a way to study Bhagavatam, dear friends. एक तरीका होता है. You can't just like that. 12 cantos, 7 days. Take, achieved. We don't do that. Srimad Bhagavatam Arthanam, the meaning of Srimad Bhagavatam, Aswado. I was just downstairs. Anupam Govind Prabhu, where is he? Okay, I thought you were still making smoothies. Preparing for the ultimatum. So, Prabhuji made some smoothies. What is your name? Mohini Murthy Mataji. She had cooked a very grand feast. Jagannath ji is not here. Jagannath ji we have in Pune. So she had cooked some feast for him and thinking that I am his Shuddha Bhakta, I'll be able to grasp all of it. Was there. Vrinda Gopi Mataji also, all of them. So I was Aswado, Rasikaisa. I was just like we taste prasadam along with devotees. Srimad Bhagavatam also is meant to be tasted. What has to be tasted? The meaning of Srimad Bhagavatam. It's meant to be tasted. Sajati Ashi, the first category of devotees with whom we taste Bhagavatam, they are called as Sajatiya. Sajatiya means like-minded devotees. Yes, we're like-minded. Are we like-minded? Okay, let's find out. Next. Whatever devotees speak is the truth. Yes, Satyam Vidantam Nijavrityam Ashitam. Whatever a devotee speaks, Krishna makes it true. So we'll find out definitely. There is Sajatiya. Sajatiya like-minded devotees, equal devotees. who have a similar goal and similar interest in mind. That's Sajatiya. Second is Snigdhe. Snigdha means those devotees with whom you have very a deep connection, very nice relationship. Are we Snigdhe? You just told me we are Sajatiya. Why not? दोनों हो सकते हैं ना? हो सकते हैं कि नहीं? Definitely that's possible. So Snigdha means where the relationship and bonding is very thick. And just in the Prasadam hall, we could see that. Those of you who missed the Prasadam hall pastime Leela, you really missed something very important. We were having a very great time there. I could see the intimate bonding between devotees. इतना प्यार भक्तों में, इतना association, इतना bonding, very nice. I never tasted this rasa before. This happens only in ISKCON Calgary. Yeah. Those. So that is people with deep bonding. Yes, you can discuss very deeper. The third thing is sadhu sangi. Now this is a sadhu comes from Pune, I mean from some other place, and then he comes and teaches something to all of you. Okay, we hear the understanding and realization of some other saint who's coming. He's not a part of the family, but he comes and he discusses Bhagavatam. Do I fall in this category? You told me I'm Snigdha, you now chuck me out of the family. This is very bad. You change your answers every time. Unfair. What is the number 3 go? Bless me, but I can give ecstatic purports like you do. Okay. ये भी सही है. Yes. So, now this is a very philosophical and good at purports here. I'm going to learn a lot. And finally, there is Satovare. Satovare means somebody who is very spiritually exalted. You don't know, definitely. So, but somebody like great Maharajas, Prabhupada disciples, they coming and they've lived Bhagavatam throughout their life. So they coming and teaching us Bhagavatam. So these are the ways in which we learn Srimad Bhagavatam. Right? It is not meant to be something which can be done down. Even Prabhupada, once what happened was many devotees, they were just reading the translation, stories. How many of you have done this? Say translation. Only translation, such as Badao. Slowly, some hands are coming up. They're checking. You've done this. And Prabhupada got to know it. He was not happy. Prabhupada said, my purports are my devotional ecstasies. I want you all to study my purports from different angles. And that's what we're going to try to do. We'll try to please Srila Prabhupada by studying his purports. Very well. Right? So what had happened, there was a family. It was a very pious Indian family. So this pious Indian family had a room. Whoever is the head of the family has to organize on the screen, please. 108 Bhagavad Saptas. How many? So what? So 108 Bhagavad Saptas. So that's what a person has to do. So this gentleman, he had completed 107. How many more to go? So 107 Bhagavad Saptas were over. Last one to go. Accidentally, by mistake, galti se, he invited an ISKCON devotee. Why are you all laughing? No one understood. Which means so far what had happened? God knows. So he invited an ISKCON devotee and he put him on the Vyasasana. He had planned very nicely. 7 days. Yes. Houseful show. Every day will be divided into quarter session. There will be juice break, lunch break, everything properly planned. First day, first show, first session. After that, this gentleman who was the organizer, he was sitting in one corner and crying. Crying. And the speaker, he was a devotee, he was a very humble soul. He went up to him and said, Bhai Sahib, did I say something wrong? Please correct me. Were you offended by any of my words? He said, what happened? Why are you crying? He said, I organized 107 Bhagavad Saptahs, 107 discourses on Srimad Bhagavatam. But today, in your Bhagavad Saptah, I understood Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And this speaker was like, it's the very beginning of Bhagavatam. How does Bhagavatam start? Again, the mantra to sleep. No, don't sleep now. Everyone together. Om Namo Bhagavate. Who is the Bhagavate? Who is the Bhagavan? His name is Vasudeva. Very clear indication. And still he was not clear that who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Right? So this is very unfortunate. Very unfortunate that even after so many Bhagavad Saptas, people are not very clear of who is God. People have many, many emotions. Some of them are holding their bellies and laughing in the class. Some guys are rolling in the ground. Some are having incessant streams of tears in their eyes during the Bhagavatam. And then they say, Aaj ki Anand ki jai. And back home. I mean, not back to Godhead, back home. You understand? That's what happens, back to square one. So this particular experience of Srimad Bhagavatam, we are going to actually study the Srimad Bhagavatam, and even if there is a 0.00001% increase in the days to read Srila Prabhupada's Bhagavatam, I would consider this journey to be successful. Is that okay? How to study Bhagavatam? Bhagavatam has to be studied in three approaches. The first one is Shrutena. The second one is Arthena. And the third one is Anjasa. For those of you who are not able to get my words, just look on the board. Board mein dekhenge, you will get everything. So what is Shrutena? Shrutena is the shloka of Srimad Bhagavatam. How many of you skip the shloka of Bhagavatam? You skip it. Anyway, we are not going to pronounce. What is this? Dharma projita kaitro. Leave it. Skip. We go to translation. Directly, how we should do that? Don't do it. First, Shrutena. It is said, Paramananda Pathaya Prema Varshya Aksharayate. Sarvada Sarva Sevaya Sri Krishnaya Namo Namaha. Every single letter of the shloka of Srimad Bhagavatam can award us Krishna Prema. Every single letter. So don't miss that. The Krishna Prema is there in the shloka as well. What I do is just 1 minute. Disturbance. Yesterday's disturbance class. I mute on the notifications. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Change the changeable. I've done that. Yes. So that is Shrutena. Please don't skip the shloka. Recite the shloka. Lovingly recite the shloka. Once Prabhupada had gone to Tokyo. He was in Tokyo. And in Tokyo, Prabhupada recited one shloka. And then he said, now repeat. And nobody was able to recite it except Pradyumna. So he said, Pradyumna Chuk, keep quiet. Recite, come on. And devotees were struggling. That's true, Prabhupada, sorry, we are not able to do. Prabhupada was very upset. He said, when is your Bhagavatam class? One disciple had the courage to stand up and ask, Prabhupada, what is Bhagavatam class? That's it. Prabhupada's had it enough of this nonsense. Henceforth, I'm here for 3 weeks, and every day there will be shloka test. All my disciples are supposed to learn all the shlokas. And that day onwards, Pradyumna Prabhu became the most busiest person. Everybody would catch his lotus feet. Please, we'll give you more Mahaprasad. We'll give you massage. Please teach us Sanskrit. So Prabhupada, what if I know one lecture where literally Prabhupada spent 15 minutes in telling all the students, now, boys, recite. Yeah, you. Oh, what about you? Recite. Girls, Prabhupada is strong. Girls, Yes, he made everybody recite. So this is very nice. Repeat and you will learn. Thank you very much. Jai Prabhupada. That was the class. So this is very important. Very, very important. Right? Shuddhina. We have to recite. Let's struggle with recite the shlokas. The next one is Arthena. So where is Arthena of Bhagavatam for all of us in Prabhupada's books? I knew it. It's word to word meaning. And we skip that also. Tell me honestly. How many of you skip word to word meaning? Dono haath upar karo. Both hands. This is the problem. Others? Okay, we don't read only. Joking. They must be doing it sincerely. So word to word meaning nahi padhte hum log. We don't read. If you see the word to word meaning, recently we were having our Bhakti Vedanta paper, and one of the devotees, one of my fellow classmates, very nicely he had analyzed, and he showed how Srila Prabhupada has given very, very deep meanings of Acharya's commentaries in his word to word meaning. They are not to be taken as joke. Many times, how many of you have seen the word to word meaning and the translation being different sometimes? Yes. So one is Shabdarth, one is Bhavarth, but both are Arth. Whether it be Shabda or Bhav, it is ultimately Arthena, the meaning. So we have to read the word to word. Very important. You will find deep substance in this word to word meaning. They are meant for us. Prabhupada has taken out time and written this word for word meaning. Not so that we skip. Oh, it's there. Yeah. Go next. That we'll do only during Bhagavatam class. The speaker will say something, we'll repeat it. So, we just repeat mechanically. We don't do that. You have to That's why I said first, I will do the Mangalacharan, then we'll go forward to it. That was the reason behind it. And finally, what is this Anjasa? What is that? The purport. Srila Prabhupada's devotional ecstasies. Yes. So this is very important. All are important, but this is very, very important. Prabhupada wanted us to study the purport, which that's what we're going to do now. Okay. So with this understanding, let's try to study. So where do we go? Translation. You're attentive. Synonyms. Shushrusho, one who is engaged in hearing. Saptadhanasya, care and attention. Vasudeva, with respect to Vasudeva. Katha, the message. Normally, what do you translate Katha as? So we will Bhagavad Katha, Bhagavad Katha, chalo Katha batayenge Prabhuji. Tell Katha is message. Please, you get the message? That's why it's very important. मतलब प्रभु जी बाप कथा तो बोला ही नहीं आपने अरे दिस इज कथा मैसेज डिड आई गिव यू एनी मैसेज टिल नाउ डोंट से नो प्लीज थैंक यू आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू आस्क व्हाट मैसेज बट आई गिव समथिंग our notebooks have written many times devotees write in the notebook and they forget it and my shiksha guru says your notebooks are going to go back to Godhead आपका पता नहीं notebooks पक्का जाने वाले so katha is the message ruchi hi affinity. So it is ruchi is kind of taste, but here it is not yet taste. The stage of ruchi will come later. So this is affinity. Prabhupada has chosen every word very carefully. Syat is made possible. Mahat Sevaya, by service rendered to pure devotees. Vipraha, who twice born. Punya Tirtha, those who are cleansed of all vice. Nishevanat, by service. Yes. Which word did you like? And it can be anything. Katha, message is good. What else? Anyone else liked any other word? Nishevanath, Seva, youth forum, services. Very nice. What else? Vasu, you like Vasudev word? It's unto Krishna, not Seva to something else. or Brahman or Paramatma. It's very clear. Okay, Vasu, yes. Ruchi, affinity. Affinity. We're going to discuss that, Ruchi. Yes. Anyone else like something? Huh? Mahat Sevaya. Why? Service rendered to pure devotees. Okay. Anyone else? Punya Tirtha. Some of this Punya Tirtha is very nice. Those who are cleansed of all the vice. Today morning I went to a Tirtha. So Rishabh Prabhu and Arunachitra Mataji, they took me. They said, you have taken bath in Mother Ganges, Ganga Maya, we have O Maya. So they are taking me there. And we have plans to invite all 7 rivers there. We're definitely going to execute that. So we're making some strategy how to invite. So all Brahmanas put together will reside. Gange Yamune Chaiva Godavari Saraswati Narmade Sindhu Kaveri Jalashmin Sannidhav Karo. We'll invite all the rivers. Gomaya ki Punya Tirtha. So I went to Tirtha. So the Punya Tirtha actually means those who are cleansed of all vice. Okay, that was nice. Anyone else? Actually, every word is special. That's what I'm trying to make you understand. Every word is special. So Shusha, one was engaged in hearing. How? Shraddha Dhanasya, with care and attention. That's what we are all trying to do, right? With care and attention, we are trying to do it. That's it. So every single word will be loved by some devotee or the other. And the beauty is, each time you read, I have one of my Shiksha Gurus, he has read the whole Bhagavatam, including purports, not just translations, about 200 times. All these books. Normally, people look at the first canto. How many book is the first canto from? Has to figure out. Where is it? Which one is first canto? Okay, pick up any big book. Any bulky. Okay. Let's assume this is first canto. Please show everyone. Thickness, not the cover page, thickness. So people look at this, Ore baapre, itna bada hai. So people normally, we sell the first canto loose. So people say, Bhagavatam. Usually people don't know what is Bhagavatam. We have Bhagavad Gita and there's a Bhagavad Gita. They say Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavad Gita hai kya? Ye Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavad Gita is not Bhagavad Gita. This is Srimad Bhagavatam. We tell that. But people look at first canto and they think, बापरे, Gita ही अच्छा है. ऐसे नहीं first canto है. और कितने हैं? और 12. My God, people get 12 more. So many books. Right? Use one disciple of Prabhupada, please. I keep troubling you time and again. Is that okay? It's very sweet. I'm troubling him. I'll be troubling him all 24 hours. So there was one disciple who was quite discontented. See, Prabhupada, this is so less. Krishna has given me very good intelligence. This is so less. I'll just finish this. Just like that. And Prabhupada said that my spiritual master, he had gone to Bangladesh. That means Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. And there he spoke for 30 days on just 1.1.1. First canto, first chapter, first loka. How many days? 30 days. There also in Bangladesh, people are, Thakurji has come. We will hear some nice katha, pastimes. But what pastime he spoke? He spoke about the Sambandha Gyan, the first canto, first chapter, first verse, for 30 days. And Prabhupada's extrapolation. Prabhupada said, so my Guru Maharaj spoke like this for 30 days. So every shloka can be spoken for 30 days. Then how much content do you have? How many verses are there in Bhagavatam? Is there 80,000? Into 30, he said, thank you, Prabhupada. I'll go and study. उतना math नहीं आता मेरे को. I'll go and study. And so there is so much nectar available. You study, and each time you study, my Shiksha Gurus, I mentioned, I don't want to take his name. So 200 times, and first canto is literally read almost something like 500 times. And this is data of 2014, 10 years back. I'm not telling the current data. I didn't have the courage to go and ask him again because I'll face severe inferiority complex, which I think some of you have already. उसे डूब के मरना चाहिए वो मैया में. Go there. डूब के मरो. है ना, भागवतम में डूब के जीते हैं, मरना नहीं, डूब के जिएंगे. Just plunge into Srimad Bhagavatam and study. And I asked his realization. And this was very true. Even Prabhupada says this many times, that each time you read, there'll be something new and different you will get. Because the Bhagavatam is Sakshat Krishna. Adyam Purana Purusham Navayovanam Cha. So just like Krishna is ever fresh, Srimad Bhagavatam is ever fresh, you will never ever feel that you are reading this for, you know, 500, 600 times. It's always like the first time. That's the beauty of Bhagavatam. Right? So you will love this word to word meaning? Now let's proceed. Now you are qualified for translation. इसको पढ़ना बोलते हैं. This is called studying. Translation. Somebody with a loud voice. I'll give one homework to Amrit too. He will choose alternate. Mataji told. Is that okay? I'm troubling you too much for me. You can start. Yes, the rest will start.
Wise one says, by serving those devotees who are completely free from all vice, great service is done. By such service, one gains affinity for hearing the messages of Vasudeva.
Free from all voices. Voice, great service is done. Affinity for hearing the message of Vasudeva. Very nice. How many of you know there are 9 stages of bhakti? You just know. Don't ask which are this. But interestingly, let's do teamwork. In team, we work very nicely. We are good. Team means together everyone achieves more. That's called a team. So let's go by teamwork. 9 stages of bhakti. All the wonderful sages. Please start speculating. This is the first stage. Sir, you don't know. The first one is Adav Shraddha. Okay. Which means a little bit of faith. Okay. Second, Sadhu Sangha. Very good. We're going to see all these stages. Don't worry. Don't worry. Next. Just one. Yeah. The third one, Bhajana Kriya. Okay. Then, very good. Next. You all can note up, don't worry. Next. Sabki bolti but there is only one voice that is rumbling. Yes. Asakti. Bhava. Prema. After that, are there stages after that? There are. There are stages. I don't want devotees to again feel, oh, iske aage bhi hai." So we'll wait here. We'll wait here. Where are we? Try to figure out. Try at least give it a shot. Where are we? We never thought about it. Okay. How many of you in Adav Shraddha? You're very humble. Sadhu Sam? Okay. Bhajan Kriya? Okay, one. I'm confident. Please be raise. Yes. Anarthi Vritti. Nishtha. Ruchi. Asakti. Bhav. And those who didn't raise hand, they must be untrained. Pakka. Sure. Yes, these are stages. So this particular shloka, the journey of our Bhagavad Saptah, is we are going to understand what are these 9 stages of bhakti as per Bhagavatam. Is that okay? Okay, now by looking at this particular translation, which stage is mentioned here? Try. How many of you say Sadhu Sangha? Be confident, don't worry. There's no negative marking. Vikas, raise your hands. Okay, very clear. Any other stage? Others think? Try. Yes, yes. Somebody said that. Who said that? Okay, Shraddha. Anyone for Shraddha? Vote. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Suddenly vote is increasing. Nice. Some people have voted for both. How many of you vote for both? Yes, this page represents both this sloka. It contains both Shraddha as well as Sadhu Sangha. Both we understand in this particular sloka. That's why it says Shushusho Shraddha Dharanasya. And Mahat Sevaya Vipra. Sadhu Sangha means Sadhu Seva. So both these pieces are there in this particular translation. Correct? So what is the gift that we get from Sadhu Seva, Sadhu Sangha or Sadhu Seva? What's the gift? Knowledge, okay. Taste, blessings, blessings of Bhagavan Krishna. Okay. Amritarigo, please give the answer. It's there in the translation. I'm not asking anything. It is open book test, not closed book exam. Yes, affinity for hearing. This is what we get when we do Sadhu Sangha. But you want to do Sadhu Sangha, there has to be Shraddha. How many of you seen people having different Shraddha? Yes, yesterday only we saw. We had gone to 17th Avenue. How many of you have been to 17th Avenue? Others who have not come, please come with us. Once again, once more. So there you find people, how they are reacting to the Harinam, to the Sadhu Sangha. How people react. So what were the different reactions? Devotees who went, please tell. Different reactions of different people. Yes. Some were dancing to the tune. They were dancing. They were drunk but dancing. They were dancing. Okay. Someone else? What else was the response? Some ignored. Yes, they saw, hey, this crazy people there. And they continued. And someone else? Some repeated. Okay, some were saying Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. They were chanting. Some of them said Gauranga. If they said Gauranga. Okay. And inquisitive. There was some asking question. Who was the last Dadi wala who had come and where is Balbhadra Kripaprabhu? He caught him. How come he's coming and intruding my area? He was threatening the devotees. This is my program going on. You all ruined it, man. You completely destroyed me. My audience went there. You got finished. He was crying. And there was one Mataji, she took the mic, said, Afro vegan, but big. She gave a very big gully. Loud abuse. Saw that? We can't repeat in Bhagavatam class. So the people had different responses. Why? Because they have different degrees of Shraddha. The faith is different. Correct? So we see that the Shraddha is different. Because of the Shraddha, they will have Sadhu Sangha. Yes. Okay, now let's go and see the purport. Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki Amritarigo, one Mataji. We'll only read one line by line. Slowly. Okay, thank you. So first of all, what is being described here is a conditioned life of a living entity. Conditioned life. This is spiritual world. In the spiritual world, the Jivatma is completely blossomed with Krishna consciousness. We will make it devotee. Now this particular Jiva, okay, there is Krishna and there is Jiva. Jiva. A Jiva, Krishna is called as Swarat. He has complete independence. And what does the Jiva have? Minute independence. Because he is part and parcel of Krishna. Mind it. What is the meaning of this mind independence? Free will for what? You use the free will by serving Krishna. You misuse the free will by not serving Krishna. I don't want to serve Krishna. Then fine. You don't want to serve Krishna, then what do you want to do? I want to become Krishna. So that's what the jiva has. Ichha, dvesha, samuppena, dvandvamohena bharata. And when the jiva desires to become Krishna, then Krishna tries to stop it. Please, don't leave me. Please be with me. But no, I want to become Krishna. I want to become you. All right, try it. And the jiva comes to this material world. He comes to material world and the jiva shrinks to the size of a bija, small bija. What is the size of the jiva now? We know it. I know you all know. Okay, I'll give you a hint. 1 by, yes, tell loudly. 1 by 10,000 of what? Tip of hair. देखो कहाँ से कहाँ आ गए हम लोग. This is what we have become from here to here. So this is called what? Conditioned life. There are 5 layers that cover a jivatma. What are these layers? There are 5 layers. Anyone knows? Yes, what are those 5 layers? Senses, mind, intelligence, false ego, and soul. Totally wrong. The first layer is called avidya. Avidya means thinking oneself, I am body. This is the true katha, our katha. Yes, what has happened to us? Prabhu, what happened? The second layer is called as asmita. Can you Mataji with that name? Have you heard this name very clearly? Asmita. Asmita means okay, whatever is connected to the body is mine. This is mine. So that is asmita. Okay. Interesting katha so far? You have to say Haribol. No option. The third is called as raga. This is not the raga of the music. No, wo rag nahi. This rag means attachment. Attachment to what? Attachment to material sense objects. Which all sense objects makes us believe that we can become Krishna? Attached to those. That's called as raga. SO is sense object. Okay? Alright. Then there is dvesha. What is the meaning of dvesh? Hatred, correct. But hatred for what? Anything that comes between you and your raga. That is dvesha. Yeah, exactly. You don't like that somebody is coming in between you and your object. Yes, you know, oh, very nice. Somebody comes in between. Oh, what is this? Who is coming in between me and the camera? Who's spoiling my video? It's called dvesha. Hatred. And the last one is called as abhinivesha. What is abhinivesha? I'm not going to explain. You can go to 17th Avenue today and you can watch what is abhinivesha. Abhinivesha means a person is completely into materialistic life, far, far away from Krishna. Yes. There's no range for calling Krishna. That is called as abhinivesha, material absorption. Example? 17th Avenue. Something that you can immediately relate. Just within 20 minutes, you'll realize what is abhinivesha. 20 minutes, right? Yeah, 20 minutes, you'll realize that. Abhinivesha. So this is what happens to jiva, and this is called as what? Conditioned life. Conditioned life. Even within conditioned life, there are 2 qualities of beings. This is mentioned in the 16th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. How many of you read Bhagavad Gita? Good. How many of you are reading Bhagavad Gita? How many of you have desire to read Gita? All should raise hand. ऐसे नहीं कि चलो खत्म हो गया bro, खत्म, गीता खत्म, भागवत खत्म, सही सीसी खत्म. Now what? I'm now Premi Bhakta. I'm in Yog Maya. No, we'll keep reading. We can't do that. So 16th chapter says, Dva emo sarga lokesmin eva asura evacha. Vishnu bhakta sputo deva asurastar viparyayat. That's what Prabhupada is explaining. Anybody who is willing to be obedient to Krishna is called as dash. I'm not asking anything out of syllabus. It's all on the board. It's called थोड़ा जोर से. There is no difference between Sura and Deva. They are the same. Yes? So Sura means जो भगवान के सुर में सुर मिलाते हैं. They are called as Sura. And जो बेसुरे होते हैं, they are called as organizers. I use Hindi. This is just for the organizers. So Deva Asura Evacha. So this will always be there in the condition life. These two personalities will always be there. Let us see the 4 yugas. The first yuga is, how many yugas are there? I have to start from basics. How many? Please show it on your fingers. Stop everyone. How many yugas? 4. Which is the first one? Which yuga we are in? I confidently gave it. Baki thing pata nahi. This is Kalyug. You know that. We don't know the rest. Saptah Yuga, the Devas and Asuras stayed on different planetary systems. Devalok and Asurlok. So the Devatas studied in top floor building, sky-rise buildings, and Asuras were underground. They were beneath basement, below Sargas. They stayed there. Then came what Yuga? Treta Yuga. What happened in Treta Yuga? Yes. So Deva and Asuras were on the same planet. They both came to Bhumandala. What about Dwapar Yuga? So Dwapar Yuga, Deva and Asura, they came in the same dynasty. Wait a minute. You must be guessing what is my next question. You're all absolutely right. Kali Yuga. Same body. Please refine your answer. At least same is okay. Same is same. It's within the same person. So everybody has 2 sampat, Daily sampat and Asuri sampat. Where is this described? 16th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. 16. That is different. That is Sharakshara Evacha. Liberate. That is between their difference. Deva Asura is 16. Okay. So the 2 kinds of people are there within the same person. So what is Prabhupada telling here? So Prabhupada is telling that what Krishna does with the Asuras. इन लोगों के साथ भगवान क्या करते हैं? What does he do? This is 16.19 to 20. Okay, let's read it. It's a nice verse. बोल नहीं हो रहा ना? पक्का ना? Okay. तारहं विशद क्रूरान् संसारेषु नराधमान् क्षिपाम्यजस्रमशुभान् आसुरीष्वेव योनिषु. So anybody who is Dvishatah, envious of Krishna, such lowest kind of beings, I cast them into Asura's family. Asura's family. What happens to a devotee after initiation? Diksha. That is all vows of initiation. But what happens? Yeah, but what is the change that is there? Name changes. Simple. You all give philosophical answers. Vandana Goyalji became Vrinda Gopi Mataji. Yes, I have seen her both. Yes, a former Mataji, na? Right? So there is what? There is a change of name and there is a title that comes. What is that? Das or Didi? Devi Dasi. So there is one brahmachari in our ashram. His name is Antardweep Das. So normally you can write ADD. But he always used to write AD Das. He is senior devotee. So I was wondering why he writes like this. You can write ADD, na kya hai? So my name became Sanatana Dharma Das. So I sent a message to one devotee and the devotee replied, okay, Mataji. Then I understood why he writes AD Das. क्यों लिखते हैं ऐसा? But of course, now I write YSSTD. They understood. This is capital D, Prabhu, not small d. Mataji is right like this, Devi Dasi. Similarly, there is initiation among the asuras. Like our now coming to our point. Yeah. We chant 16 rounds of Hare Krishna Mahamantra, follow 4 regulative principles. What they have to do? They have to simply associate with other asuras, other demoniac fellows. No? Associate with them, and you have to blaspheme Krishna. So you should have envy for Krishna. Then what happens? Bhauma becomes Narakasura. So they also get a title, Asur. When you get Das, they get Asur. Bhauma became Narakasura, Dhenukasura, Vatsasura. They're all initiated in the Asura Sampradaya. They get the title Asura. That's the greatest achievement they will get. Right? Nice. Not nice, I'm sorry. Nice. So that's what Krishna does to the people who are envious of him. Tvanaham Vishatak Kuram Samsareshu Naradaman Shipami Ajasram Asubhan Asurishva Yogavisha. Acha, you want to be envious of me? Please take birth in the family of demons. Then what? 20 is even more dangerous. Asurim Yoni Mapanna Mudha Janmani Janmani Mam Aprapyeva Kaunteya Tato Yanti Adhamam Gatim. So Krishna gives them body of Asura once, only once. You know, पता लगा असुर क्या होता है? Now come back. No, Mudha, Janmani, birth after birth, I'll keep giving them. Birth after the birth, I keep giving them only Asura bodies. Mam Apratev, they will never get to see me also. Tato Yanti Adhamam Gatim. And they will keep falling down and down and down. They keep falling down. This is what Krishna deals with Asuras. Many times people looking at the system think, Krishna, you're so cruel, so bad, very bad, not good. But please understand, hey Krishna, Krishna is called as ocean of mercy. Bhoktaram Ekadapasam Sarvaloka Maheshwaram Suhritam Sarvabhutanam has to be there. He has to be best friend of all. And that is why we have the next line. With Hari Guru, you pray. Thank you. You see this? So although Krishna is casting them to lower and lower birth, finally till the time they are gone, completely gone, but still he has kept the mercy in the form of his Lord's liberated servitors. And what is so amazing in Hungary, Canada, US, everywhere, different countries, according to Supreme Will. And what did they do? They gradually rectify the asuras to God consciousness. So you see here, Krishna is actually Karuna Sindhu. Krishna is what? Karuna What is the meaning of Sindhu? Ocean, ocean, ocean. This is Krishna, Karuna Sindhu. And what is there here? This is the forest of middle existence. And there is a forest fire which is burning. Dhavana, samsara, dhavana. Now, please tell me, what is the fire brigade number over here? It says fire, what you do? Okay. 911 is police, right? Everything. What are ambulance 911? That's helpline number. Anything you want, 911. Yes. 911. I think some of our devotees should work in this 911. We'll make them chant Hare Krishna. Please dial 911. Please chant Hare Bol. Hare Krishna. So 911, you call 911, they will keep the phone. Get lost. We will not be able to do anything. How many fire engines can come together to put out this fire? For fire of middle existence? Not possible. Next. Can the ocean put out this fire? How many of you say the ocean can put out this fire? How many of you said no? Ocean cannot put out the fire. This is not fair cheating. You have to raise vote for something. This is not democracy. Canada is democracy. Yes. So please exhibit your democratic rights by voting. How many of you are confused? And then vote for this. Give me the Hare Krishna. Okay. So ocean can actually extinguish, but ocean doesn't. What is this? What does sun do to the ocean? Evaporation, vapor cycle. And then what is formed? Very good. What does the cloud contain? The clouds go this side, and now the clouds have come here. What will they do? So these clouds are the confidential servants. So this is how Krishna finishes the Asuric tendency. He doesn't do it directly. As such, what can Krishna do? Okay, you forget me more. Forget me more. Go away, go away, go away. And on one point of time, you become some demon. Even you cannot become some ordinary demon. You have to be a demon like Hiranyakashipuji or Hiranyaksha or Kamsa. Nantavakra. Only then you will be killed by Krishna. What amount of demon? No, Krishna is not interested. Huh? Not interested. Some good demon. Okay, fine. I'll go and kill you. So the point is, that is one way of getting delivered. But otherwise, the Lord's confidential associates, they are like these rain clouds of mercy, missing every day. Samsara dava, naladidha loka, pranaya karunya ghana ghanatvam, praptasya kalyana gunaranavasya, vande guruhu shri sharanarvindam. So they are those confidential associates. Yeah. Okay. So without seeing, who can remember what are those different terminologies called out without seeing? I'm not sure. This is closed book. What are these servants called as? Okay, associates, good. Servants, group answer. Go on, go on.
Empowered.
Empowered. Empowered incarnations. So each of these has a very beautiful terminologies. Associates of the Lord are called Parshad. Parshadas. Now these Parshadas are those who are taking part in the Nitya Leela with the Lord. They're actually taking part in the pastimes of the Lord. And Krishna is taking part, they are with Krishna. Yes. When Krishna is lifting the Govardhan hill, they are also standing with their sticks, helping, assisting Krishna to lift. They are called Parshadas of the Lord. What are the servants of Lord? Servants of the Lord are special messengers of the Lord who execute his confidential instructions. Just like Narad Muni. He's called as the, this is all explained in Chaitanya Charitamrita very nicely. Who is a Dasa, who is a Kinkara, who is a Parishad, everything is explained. So Narad Muni is a servant of the Lord. So when Krishna has to execute something, he sends Narad Muni. What did Kamsa do? Kamsa, he imprisoned Devaki and Vasudev together. And then they, after 1 year, they got the first child. And what did Vasudev do? So Vasudev took the first child and went to Kamsa. And Kamsa was like, no, no, Vasudev, no problem. I absolutely don't have any fear from this first child. You can please take him back. I don't need him. And if this would have happened, what would happen? Krishna's advent will get delayed. So what did Krishna do? He used his servant, Narad Muni. Narad Muni was the guru of Kamsa. You know that? Yeah, his Deva Rishi is also sometimes Asur Rishi also. So he went to Kamsa, and as soon as Narad Muni would go to Kamsa, get out. He would send everybody out. He would make Narad Muni sit on his asan, and he would sit down and massage his feet. Gurudev, please tell me, what is your instruction for me? Except surrendering to Krishna, you can tell me. I follow. So Narad Muni said, my dear Kamsa, I came to give you a gift. Gift? For me? What is that gift? He gifted him what I'm going to draw. He gifted him a flower, take it. And Kamsa was looking at it. And he asked, come on, count it. How many petals are there in this flower? And Kamsa started counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He asked, which is first, which is eighth? Which is first and which is eighth? Then why would they be asking? Anything can be first, anything can be eighth. Got the point? You got. Kamsa got, he didn't get. He didn't get the point. He said, what's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He said, you fool. What was the announcement? Did you hear the announcement properly? The eighth child of Devaki is going to be the cause of your death. He will kill you. And just like you said, anything can be first, anything, you know, Vasudeva and Devaki can have 8 children. Which is the first child, which is the eighth child? Anybody can be the first child, eighth child. You count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Anyway you count, anybody can be the eighth son. Oh, now it clicked to him. And then he began his approaches activities. So Krishna sometimes uses such empowered servants for achieving a particular confidential task. Go to Dhruva, he is desiring to see me. Narada goes there. And then there are empowered incarnations. They are called as Shaktavesha Avatar. How many types of avatars are there? Okay. How many of you know all 6? Okay, you know some of the avatars? Okay, let's try. First one, Satyavesha Avatar. So, 1 ho gaya. 5 more to go. Okay, Leela avatars, the different pastimes. Then, Purusha avatars are Garbhodaksha Vishnu, Shirodaksha Vishnu, Mahavishnu. Okay. Then, Yuga avatar, 4 avatars. We don't know about other 3 yugas, but who is our Yuga avatar? Shri Gauranga Mahaprabhu ki. Okay, then Guna avatars. Who are the 3 Guna avatars? Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. Passion, goodness, ignorance. Okay. Then Mana Mantra avatars. In each millennium, Krishna appears to fulfill the confidential mission. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shaktiavish avatar. The Shaktiavish avatar is really special. Shaktiavish avatar is a jiva, but having the power of Lord. That's called Shaktiavish avatar. Any examples? Parshuram, yes. Parshuram is Dushta Damana Shakti. To kill all the miscreants. Next. Vyasa is Sahitya Shaktiavish avatar. To write literature. Very good. Narad Muni is Bhakti, Prachar, Shaktiavish avatar. 4 Kumaras. One is Tapa, Yoga, Jnana, and Vairagya. 4 Shakti avatars. What about Srila Prabhupada? How many of you agree Srila Prabhupada is a Shakti avatar? Please raise both your hands and say loudly, Hari Bol. Kirata Unatra Pulinta Pulkashabhira Shumba Yavanaka Sadhya Yanecha Papaya Napashraya Shaya Shuddhanti Tasmai Prabhavishnavi Namaha. So he spread Krishna consciousness throughout the world. So he is the Shakti avatar. So like this, Lord comes as empowered incarnations in order to deliver the conditioned souls. Is this indication I'm supposed to finish? Akka? Looks like planned. Alarm. This is not used as ringtone. Usually this is alarm tone, right? Very clever. It's okay. Gaurav Prabhu, right? Gaurav. Gaurav is a good word. It's spiritual pride, Prabhupada writes that in one of the purports. Yes. Mother is not good. Mother is material. Gaurav is spiritual pride. Nice. Next. Yes, thank you. In Prabhupada's times, it was very famous. Some particular Swami would come from India. He would get a bunch of disciples and then declare, now I become God. I become God. Because I have so many followers. So people think they are God. So I was with His Holiness Gaur Krishnadas Goswami Maharaj. Any of you know him? A very, very renowned disciple of His Holiness Radha Govind Maharaj. Gaur Krishna Prabhu took sannyasi, is not there with us. So he was telling us, we had all gone together. I had gone with my counselor. So he was telling that Bhakta banna bahut mushkil hai. It's very difficult to be a devotee, but it's easy to become God. It's very easy to become God. Yes. I think this is the Ulta philosophy. Maharaj, we didn't understand. Purport, please. He said, you don't have to do anything. Just go to a place, sit underneath a tree, and just sit there. Do nothing. Eventually, there'll be some people who will come around. They'll see you often there, Acha, you're there. And then some of them will start putting some dakshina in the hundi. Somebody will create a hundi. Somebody else will create a temple for you. And then somebody else will start worshipping you. And eventually you become Supreme Personality of God. Na Asan? Isn't it simple? That's what happens. So it is very, very easy to become. As I was saying, it's remain calm in broken situation. Okay, it will be calm. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. You know? I thought such things happen only in India. I think your programs are really.
The crowd strike issue.
Will continue. Yeah, actually. Let's see. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram. What made the screen come? It was Gaurav Prabhu. Okay, he made the screen go. Sorry. Was it Amrit Hari Prabhu or was it the holy name? You devotees here are very sweet. Right? So no one should be accepted as God or incarnation of God unless confirmed by reading scriptures. If you see, there are various ways in which one accepts somebody is God. One way is scripture. So sometimes there are so many people who say, okay, he or she is God. What is the first thing you'll say? Show in the scriptures. What else can we say? What is the proof? There are other saintly persons. Ahustvam rishya sarve devarshi naradastata. Asito devalo vyaso swayam cheva bravishime. So that is one of the proof. Third thing is the person himself telling. Like Krishna, you will not find anywhere else in the Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, any scripture where somebody is claiming that I am God. Except himself also telling. And one more very nice proof, which Prabhupada writes in Chaitanya Charitamrita, is astrological calculation. Just by seeing astrological chart, any of you know astrology here? Only one. You know. Yes, very good. To do Jyotish Shastra, we can easily find out. Nilambar Chakravarti, when we saw Nimai's chart, he said, yes, God. And when Garga Rishi came, Garga Muni, he had come. And when he saw the astrological chart of Krishna, what did he say? Oh, he's God. He has come in 3 yugas in different colors. Yes, different colors. He's Shuklo, Rakta, Stata, Pita. He's coming down previously in the white form, in the reddish form. In future, he'll come in the yellow form. You know, Krishnani Agata. He's come in the form of Krishna or blackish. Hence, we name him Krishna. That is, we don't name him, his name is Krishna. And he says that. So that's another way to understand somebody. So next time somebody says God, please show the astrological chart to that mother. You clearly prove it. It cannot be God. Right? Very good. So here, there was a word called Mahat Sevaya. Mahat. Now, who is the Mahat? If you see the Bhagavad Gita, 9th chapter, 13th verse, Mahat Manas Tumam Partha Dairim Prakriti Mashitam. Ajanti Ananya Manaso Nyatma Bhutadi Mapiyam. Somebody who is completely under the shelter of Srimati Radharani is called Mahat. But how do we understand? That person is under shelter. But how do we come to know? That's the next verse. Satatam Kirtayanto Mam Yatantascha Pradabrata Namasyantascha Mam Bhaktya Nitya Ukta Upasate. So this person is constantly glorifying Krishna. He is called as Mahat. So Mahat is that great soul who is constantly glorifying Krishna. He's always planning. Prabhupada writes in the Nectar of Instruction about who is the Mahat, Uttam Adhikari. He's constantly planning how to make the whole world Krishna conscious. He is called a Mahat. So Mahat has no other business other than chanting about Krishna and hearing about Krishna, nothing else. So such a person you find 24 hours is in glorification of Lord. Such a person is called Mahat. Now, what happens, dear devotees, is when we render service to this Mahat, you do service, you get these qualities. The taste which this Mahat has, we get that. So now one may say, okay, Prabhuji, I will only serve pure devotees. I will not serve other devotees. So I need, is there any barometer or thermometer made which will check devotee meter, bhav meter, prem meter? So put the prem meter inside. Prema percentage 1%. I'm not going to serve. Prema percentage 10%. Get out. Prema percent 90%. Prabhu, Agar Das. Do we do that? No, whatever good qualities that devotee has connected to Krishna, we see that. How many of you are, just look around the devotees around you. Just look around, take some 10, 15 seconds. Fast, fast, fast. I'm giving you 10, 15 seconds. Look at everybody. Now, how many of you are very sure that the devotees you just saw have some devotion for Krishna? Good. How many of you are confident that we'll definitely learn something from the devotees around us connected to Krishna? Very good. Now, how many of you tell me, are you sure that we will definitely benefit spiritually by serving those devotees? Yes. Hare Krishna. So are the devotees Mahat? They are Mahat in the making. There's some percentage Mahat. Right? So definitely those Mahat is that quality. The quality of glorification of Krishna, and that is something we'll definitely get. Right? So that is the principle of Vaishnava Seva. So this is how Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taught us three principles. What principles did he teach? The first principle actually is Vaishnava Seva. Mahat Seva. Service to Vaishnava. Who is the Vaishnava? Who is Mahat? Mahat means he has this quality of glorifying Krishna. Some taste. How many of you have been chanting 16 rounds more than a year? How many of you have taste in chanting? Taste? Really? You have. Okay. Yes, you should come here. I'll sit down. Please come. Yes? You have taste? Occasionally, sometimes. So there is taste, there is sometimes taste. What about others? You have taste? Trust me, you all have taste. Without this taste, we cannot chant every day. The very proof that we are chanting, we've been chanting for more than a year or maybe 2 years, 3 years. Anyone more than 10 years? More than 10 years, definitely you have the taste. Consistently going on. The Krishna gives you. So now sometimes people come and say, Prabhuji, initially first 1 week when I chanted Hare Krishna, it was so nice, amazing. But now the taste is not coming. What happened, Prabhuji? Say your 7-day trial pack expired. And after the trial pack expires, what you should do? Subscribe, full version. For that you to make payment. And that payment is Vaishnava Seva. This is the beginning. Because through Vaishnava Seva, what you will get? I still have 8 minutes. Lala Marin is doing now. He's doing something in the pad. He knows all technology. Through Vaishnava Seva, you get Nama Ruchi. The taste for chanting. So for Bhagavatam, no problem. Because Bhagavatam is also Nam. Idam Bhagavatam Nama Puranam. This is the Nama Puranam. This will give you taste for the holy name. Right? Nama Ruchi. And to what degree they got Nama Ruchi, to that degree, one will be able to do Jive Toya. You see how these three principles are connected? Vaishnava Seva, yes, we have to do this. Through Vaishnava Seva, what you get? Your Ruchi, Nama Ruchi, Bhagavat Ruchi, yes, same thing. And that to that degree we are able to do that. We are able to have that Nama Ruchi, to that degree we'll be able to preach. And so that degree we'll be able to expand. Krishna consciousness will expand through us as an instrument. This is what happens. Last paragraph.
And intelligent people should cooperate with them in every respect. By serving the servant of God, one can please God more than directly serving the Lord. The Lord is more pleased when he sees that his servants are properly respected, because such servants risk everything for the service of the Lord
and so are very dear to the Lord. The Lord declares in Bhagavad Gita 18.69 that no one is dearer to him than one who risks everything to preach his glory. By serving the servants of the Lord, one gradually gets the quality of such servants, and thus one becomes qualified to hear the glories of God. The eagerness to hear about God is the first qualification of a devotee eligible for entering the kingdom of God.
Yes, thank you, Prabhu. So very special thing in this part of the purport is to understand that one can serve Krishna in numerous ways. This is Srimad Bhagavatam 10.22.35. एतावत् जन्म साफल्यं देहिनामिह देहिषु प्राणैर् अर्थैर् धिया वाचा श्रेय आचरणं सदा. So what is pranir? Service to Krishna is directly never possible in conditioned state. We have to serve Krishna through his devotees and Guru. What is pranir? To serve with one's life. Okay, let's come to the easier one. Arthir, money. Money is honey. But nobody likes to give that. It's very difficult. Once what happened, there was a devotee in our community. He had come to one of my devotee friends, senior friend. He'd come, Prabhuji, I've had enough of this grahastha life. Now I want to take vanaprastha. I said, good. Devotee said, so can I join tomorrow? He said, wait a minute. I have a request for you. I want you to work for one more year. No, Prabhuji, I don't want this Maya. I want to serve Krishna, Radha and Krishna. I said, wait, listen to my condition fully. I want you to render service in the company for 1 year, and whatever Lakshmi comes, give everything to temple. Okay, done, Prabhuji. And then you can join the Vanaprastha ashram. So he worked hard for 1 month. At the end of the month came salary. And he got the salary. So difficult. This is not moving. My hands and limbs are trembling. My mind is reeling. My mouth is drying up. He's experiencing what Arjuna experienced in first chapter. But my hand is not going inside Hundi. He came, Prabhuji, it's very difficult. Money is honey. Especially we are attached to the fruits of our work so much. But somebody is willing to contribute. I was so inspired to hear that this Baldev Prabhu sold his car to build this beautiful temple. It was so inspiring. And think, serving through money. But that's not the only way, but that's a great way. Okay. Diya. What is Diya? Intelligence. How to serve Krishna with intelligence. Management. Yes, management, organizing. These are all different ways in which you can serve Krishna using your intelligence. Okay, Vacha, speech. One devotee went to Prabhupada and said, Prabhupada, I want to preach, but I'm not qualified. Prabhupada said, what's the qualification required? Hear 2 lines, go and repeat 2 lines. So we are preaching. Hare Krishna. You heard 2 lines, go and repeat those 2 lines. So that's how Vacha, everybody can speak and glorify Krishna. Previously in ISKCON, in Prabhupada times, devotees only spoke 2 lines. They didn't speak anything else. Line number 1, Hare Krishna, you are not the body or soul. Number 2, chant Hare Krishna, be happy. How simple preaching, and maximum preaching happened like this. Just through these 2 lines. Yes? Speech. Now let's come here. What is this? You have to explain. I don't know what is this. What is praner? Okay, dhan aa gaya. Tan. Tan, man, dhan. You are right. I'm looking for something deeper also. Yes? At soul level. And there's a soul existence is for Krishna. Not that good one. What else? Okay. Once it leaves the body, the pran goes. Okay. Making Krishna the heart and soul of your life. Now, only question for those who are initiated. What is the meaning of das or dasi? I asked only Das, Dasi, not Dasan, Dasan, Dasan. Yes, servant, correct? Servant, correct? Wrong. No, Das means slave. Slave means slave, slave. What is the difference between servant and slave? Servant has some wages. Okay. Do jadu pocha, bartan, you get some $100, some wages. Does slave have a wage? No, no salary. Yes, what about servant? Servant doesn't like the master. He can change. This master, hey, horrible fellow. I'll go there. That master is good. He gives more money. You can change the master. Can a slave change his master? No. A servant has an independent existence. Servant will come for some time, perform a service, and then go back home. Not back to God, go back to his home. What about the slave? There is no independence. So this is the platform of Brahmir, the life. Giving one's life to the master. So which one you would like to do out of this? Nothing, none of this. Please don't say none of this. All what I've spoken for the last, I'm reaching the conclusion. I love to keep my time. I've already reached my time, please. Only pranayam? Yes, Mataji. Better answer. Little bit. Little money, okay. Little intelligence, okay. Little speed. Hare Krishna, okay. And little plan. Okay. Start with little and then keep going. Better. How- Next time, when will I come? I just casually joked about coming here and he took it so serious. We should ideally be doing all. We should be doing all. So in service, we need prana, artha, diya, vacha. Everything is needed. Everything. Somebody say, I'll give prana, I will not give artha. Then can our new temple come? Yes. Is it possible? No. Or somebody says, please take money, but I will not come to temple. You mind your own business. I'll mind mine. Will that happen? Unless we go out, plan, organize, can we have the new temple? No. Vacha, we go and speak to people. Because what is the project called? Radha Madhav? Radha Madhav Dharma. What's the meaning of Dharma? Residence of God. That's called Dham. We're going to create Calvary Dham. Radha Madhav Dham Ki. How is this possible? So the true meaning of Shushusho Shabdadanasya Vasudeva Kataruchi San Mahat Sevaya Vipra is to actually give one's life, wealth, intelligence, and speech. All these things in the service to the mission of Srila Prabhupada. And Srila Prabhupada's mission is actually to expand Krishna consciousness. It's already 11 o'clock. Can I just take 2 more minutes? Is it okay? I don't know if I spelled it correct. What is this? In Canada, do we have Indian embassy? And what? That's my shelter. Just joking. This is my shelter. What? So, is there Canadian embassy in India?
Yes.
Where is it? New Delhi. Okay. I've not been there, but I would like to know from all of you. How is the building infrastructure like? Although in India, the Canadian embassy, how is the infrastructure? Canadian. People, language, Canadian English. That's what they speak here. Canadian. Okay. Furniture, Canadian. Very. I'm not born there, but I can confidently say. So you enter there, and suppose you break a law, you come under whose surveillance? Canadian government. Indian government has nothing to give and take. So the Canadian embassy in India is a part of Canada within India. Similarly, Srila Prabhupada, he has created a spiritual world embassy through his ISKCON temples. I think Prabhupada needs an applause. He is creating such fabulous systems, such a genius that even after his physical disappearance, Prabhupada is always there with us in his sound. But even after his physical disappearance, he has empowered his soldiers and servants to carry on and keep expanding these embassies. When Prabhupada left us physically, 108 temples. Today, more than 700 plus temples exist today. So, so many embassies of spiritual world are here. What is the language spoken in spiritual world? The language of love. Don't you feel that in association of devotees? What do devotees do? They glorify Krishna. Don't we find glorification of Krishna happening here? Who is the center of the spiritual world? Radha Krishna, the center. Don't we find Radha Madhav beautifully sitting here at the centers of our temple, of our lives, and also our hearts? Yes. So, isn't it our responsibility to actually grow this embassy? This will be the great San Mahat Sevaya Vipra, Punya Tirtha Nishevanath, when we all together come to expand this mission of Srila Prabhupada. It can be through book distribution, it can be through congregation programs, it can be through Nam Sankirtan, it can also be through temple construction. Anyways, we try to expand this. This is the true Mahat Seva. I'm actually going to close, but they will not have faith in me. I told you, you keep telling like this, very sweetly you extend the time. Closed. See this. Now, will you please tell me maximum Prabhupada times disciples, how did they grow? How did they grow in their Krishna consciousness? How many of you believe they grew very fast? Rapid growth. And हम उधर ही लगे हुए हैं. अभी we are still on the way to Krishna. Yes, why? Because they actually did this Mahat Seva of giving their existence in expanding Prabhupada's mission. That's what made them to grow. Prabhupada, normally, how does Krishna Smaran happen? How do you remember Krishna? Okay, through devotees, very nice. Darshan, chanting, Bhagavatam. But Prabhupada has told us the way to remember Krishna is actually by going out and representing the mission. That is Mahaseva. Because there is no bigger Krishna Smaranam than we going out and actually representing this mission. That is the greatest Mahaseva that can happen. That will increase our Krishna Smaranam to million-fold times and that will give us maximum advancement. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram